I got right here very unique silver for my collection. Let me show it to you, or for my stock, whatever. Some people collect silver for its own like beauty and stuff. Some people just stuck in silver and don't care about what it looks like. They just want to get the cheapest silver ever. This one has a high premium, meaning spot silver is a lot cheaper versus this stuff because they have to make it. It's a little bit more expensive for them to make it. And look at this beautiful container. First of all, ooh, this is so awesome. It reminds me of those mint or Altoids. Don't just stock it, build it. So you got right here 12 1-ounce fine silver building blocks. So let's open it up. Whoa, look at that. So let's zoom in on it. What it says right here, 1 troy ounce, 999 fine silver. And troy ounce is a little bit different to regular ounce. I completely forgot there is a little bit of grams difference. So let's open them up. Boom. Wow, look at that block. And there's holes in the back of it. Ooh, look, there's little crowns in the back too. Very, very nice, shiny. It's obviously meant to play with. And look at that. Just like a little building blocks with the dots. You can set it up. It's not gonna fall over. You can build it like this. Boom. And you can build another one to it. You can go sideways. Whatever, just like a little building blocks that not going to fall off easily. Check this out. Wow, I kind of wish I had a lot more build a little wall with them. So it is kind of satisfying to play with them. Don't just build them, stack them. Don't just stack them, build them, I mean. And look, I could just set this one up, let this one hang. So cool. Let's do the same thing to this too. Oh, nice hefty little blocks. Do you hear that thump when it fell? So cool. There you go. What do you guys think? Build a little, I don't know what, but super cool. Show it to you close up. 1-ounce silver blocks. I love finding unique products, especially for the silver and gold. I love collecting little pieces like that. Kind of like a little bit of an investment. Kind of a little bit of a stacking, my own little stack. Boom. I don't have a lot of silver, I just like tiny little pieces like that. Let's put it away so we can see. There you go, don't just stack it, build it. So much fun. Whenever you stack it and you stack it too high, it might fall over easily. This one has little holes, super nice. So this right here, 12 ounces. 10-ounce bar, you can easily buy it for about $180, $190. This thing is for 12 ounces, $350, so premium is very, very high in that. But it is just like a little collector item. Goes into my collection. Pretty awesome. How to use this vintage can opener on those vintage folding knives. This one is kind of cool folding knife. You know what this is? It's to untie nuts, I think. And this is a knife right here. Boom, pretty simple. And I have another one with this little bit of a curve right here. So let me show you how to use them to open a can. This one obviously will be a little bit easier. Push it in like this, drive it all the way in, and what you want to do, put this on the lid and go up. Get yourself leverage and keep going up. This one is the easiest because it has this little curve to it, and you want to just keep opening it to the side like that, and that's how you use it. One of those very vintage can openers. And guess what, this is actually very easy to open a can with this kind of can opener. Look at that, it's so sharp, even though it's really old, haven't been sharpened in years, still nice. But what about this one? This one don't have as good of a lip. Well, same thing. You just pop it through. And boom. And this one is actually easier because you don't have to worry about that lip holding it. You just go in and out with your wrist. This kind of motion with your hands, and they're actually, wow, surprisingly easier. I thought the other one would be easier. I love that. I have opened so many cans with so many can openers. This is by far the easiest one. Wow, way easier than P38 because P38 is tiny. You got to do it with 2 fingers and your wrist and fingers get sore. With this thing, as you can see, very sharp. I didn't even feel anything. It was so easy. Like I didn't get sore or anything. Well, there you go. A little bit of a forgotten gadget right here. For some people, had no idea they even existed. So pretty cool can openers. So looks like I got a low pressure tire. And of course, most likely I hit a nail because my tires are brand new. So this is why I have this kit in my car. Soap and plug. Why do we need soap? And you see I even wrote on it what it is. And it's obviously losing air bad. So what you will do with the soap, because nail could be small, we're going to keep spraying on a tire. It's kind of obvious here where the nail is because it's so big, but then you don't even have to look if you have a really small dark nail. Look, it's just going to start bubble up. My camera just keep dying off on me. But yeah, you just spray it all over the tire in case there's multiple holes and multiple nails. And as you can see, it's just going to start bubble up. Because if you have low pressure, chances are you're still losing air. And of course, we'll be using one of these plugs. Let me show it to you. This thing's pretty cheap. You can get them at any other parts stores. And you got one of these plugs. There's a lot of them. Lifetime, honestly, how many holes you're gonna be plugging up. I don't think I will be even using that. And you use that, ram it into the hole, make a really nice hole from there and clean. And then you put this thing, one of these black plugs, in the middle of it and pop this in, and then it is going to release it and keep the hole very, very nice and closed up. But after you do that, you need to refill the tire. So that's why we need some kind of, whatever you call it, air compressor. And I like to use this one. You don't even need batteries. It's one of those I've seen on TVs. It actually works pretty good. And this is why I think every car should have that, especially if you're driving for, I don't know, 7 hours from one state to the other one. This is nice to have. You can repair a hole without changing a tire. I'm not going to actually use the plug right now. This is mostly for emergencies. If I'm driving for 7 or maybe even longer hours and I don't have a choice but plug it up and keep going temporarily. But for now, I would rather take it to the shop, let them fix it, and most likely insurance will take care of it. Or just I'd rather them do it, very professional job. This right here is just my little emergency kit for the roadside. And one more time to show you, it's a nasty nail. Soap it up. How come it's not bubbling anymore? There you go. There's bubbles right there. So easy to spot. I think I'll put a jack under it so that way overnight it's not gonna ruin my tire, because it's losing air pretty fast. It's crazy. So if this tire is completely ruined, I want to make sure that they maybe give me insurance and some money back. I think by the end of the night it's gonna be too loose, so I'm gonna lift it up, get rid of some of that pressure, and that's a lot easier. Looks good, and I checked it, so nice. So having a drill in the car helps too. Got it here another mystery box, and this is a Pokemon mystery box. Check this out. I paid $150 for all of them, and they promised to get at least 3 rare cars inside of it. And hopefully these ones are vintage ones. None of that new stuff. I don't really care about those ones. So anyways, let's see what this one's all about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, this is kind of fun to open. So I'm looking for vintage ones, 95, 96, 98. So let's see what we got here. Okay, this one is nice. This is vintage one, Hunter. I think I already have that one, but okay. This one is also vintage one. I like that. Okay. Hopefully they're all vintage ones. Nope, this one is 2013. Not as cool, so I'm gonna separate them. I wasn't expecting for them to be all vintage ones, but look at that. There's some hollows. This one is 2013. I guess I'll separate the hollows as well. But I really like the vintage ones, 95, 96, and 98. This one 2005, so we'll just separate them. Ooh, look at that one. Shiny and beautiful. This one was made in 2019. Separate them. Not as cool because it's not vintage. So let's see how many vintage ones we will get from this $150 stock. I mean, it's cool cards. It's just Kitten collects only much older ones like this one. Mouth. Is that how I pronounce it? There you go. I bought this mostly for Kitten. She used to have a huge stock of them, so I want to surprise her. Also, I'm looking for shadowless and stuff like that. This one, the good one too. That's nice. A decent amount of them vintage ones. This is nice, vintage one. This one, another one. That's good. I bet you guys appreciate my accent if I try to pronounce the name of the Pokemons. Gold Dean. Okay, don't make fun of me too hard. That's cool. A lot of them, the 95, 96, and 98 ones. This is awesome. I was actually a little bit surprised. I didn't think a lot of them are going to be good ones. I thought there's going to be a bunch of new stuff. Ooh, I love the shiny ones, but this is much newer one, 2015. Put them together in here. Nice, another vintage one. Boom, another beautiful holo, 2011 hologramic, whatever they called. 2012, 2017, I think this one. And you know, this is pretty nice quality, not very used. I like that. I was expecting for them to be like very torn up and used up. Another vintage one. This is awesome. 2017. Could just tell this is new one, but I'll just like to double check. This one is 2020, 2013, so not bad. I'm honestly surprised. I thought there would be like 90% of the new stuff, but there's quite a bit of vintage cards. This is cool. Another vintage one. So I feel like so far maybe it's worth $150 because there's quite a bit of cards of vintage ones, and there's few holos and there's a bunch of random newer cards, not as cool as the vintage ones. That's awesome. Okay, this is what we got in a vintage first stock. I'm gonna let you guys read it too real quick. Very nice. And a few newer hologramic and a few newer holos over here. Pretty awesome. Hopefully we'll get a vintage holo. Okay, let's see what we got in the next package right here. 2017, 2013, 17, much newer stuff. And this is a good one. I think we already have a lot of those ones. Okay, another trainer, vintage one. Nice. Another vintage one. It's awesome. Quite a bit of them now. Ooh, look at that. Fancy, but much newer one. 2020. Very new actually. 16. It's kind of annoying to separate them all. I wish they were all vintage one, but it's kind of cool. There's 2020, another 2020, very new stuff. Wow, there's a whole stack of 2020s. All of these are brand new. 2017, I'll just put them all together now. Cool. Didn't see any hollow, unless I missed it. I'm looking at the date right now. I tried to separate vintage ones from the newer ones, so that way we can see if it was worth $150 or not. I think it is. It's quite a bit of fun, and if you love collecting Pokemon cards, you probably will enjoy this. 2008, 2006, another hollow over here, 2019. I'm surprised how many cards there is though. I thought we would get way less than this. 2019. Newer stuff. Another hollow 2015. It's awesome. Another vintage one. Onyx. Awesome. Finally we're getting some vintage ones again. Seems like whoever set up that mystery box just grabbed it from these stacks and mixed it all together. Kinda awesome. Nice, this is good stuff. Okay, we're getting some good stuff now. But again, doesn't look like anything super rare. Any of these holographic, beautiful ones are much newer stuff. Let me know in comments below if this one worth any money. Another one, beautiful. Another one, vintage one. 2002. Nice. Oops, this way. And the last two more vintage ones. Charmalone, nice. Okay, not bad. Almost half of it is pretty vintage ones. Okay, let's open up another one. 2019, Hala, beautiful. Okay, 2019, there's gonna be a stock 2019 second, I feel like it. Another one, 2015, beautiful. Now we're getting some vintage ones. Ooh, nice, finally, we got vintage hollow. Whoa, a little bit bented. Played it a little bit more, but this is nice. I don't see too much damage to it. I mean, I see some scratches on it, that's for sure. But that's beautiful. Finally, we're getting one really good one. I'm gonna get it to the side. Okay, this is just a hollow 2019. Okay. Another vintage one. 2005. 2017, what's that? Another one, trainer, beautiful. What is this? 2006 World Champion. Wow, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see if we're going to get any more vintage ones. Nice. Epic. Another holographic one, and it's a good one. Vintage one. Beautiful. I wonder how much they go for. I think so far it was so worth $150, but I'm not an expert. Kitten is gonna definitely love them though. 2006, much newer stuff. Looks like we in 2005 and 6 stuck over here. 2009. I just like to look at the date anyways, even though I recognize it's much newer one. But oh well, we'll go faster because we have quite a few of them. 2017. Yes, another one. Getting a little bit of vintage ones now. Ooh, you know what? This is a lot of fun. I would totally do it again. Nice, whole bunch of vintage ones. This has so far been the best stocks. maybe a little bit less, no, almost half of a vintage ones, and this time 2 hollow vintage ones. So let me know in comments below, do you think it was a good investment? I think for the video purposes and kitten collection, I think it's totally awesome. Newer stuff. Wait, this is hollow, beautiful. But this is much newer one, 2013. Nice, more vintage stuff. New stuff over here. Wait, yep, this one actually is good. Beautiful, another trainer vintage. This is kind of fun, going through all this stuff, see if you get any kind of hollows, because it's exciting to even get vintage stuff. 2019, 17 I mean. Let's see, will we hit something really good? Bunch of new stuff. Wow, this stack has a lot of new stuff. Ooh, another hollow. What year is this? 2010. Kinda cool. Nice, another one. Ooh, Squirtle. I like Squirtle. Oh wait, almost missed one. Nice. More vintage stuff. Beautiful. It's funny how it's in a pile. Another hollow. 2015. Another vintage one. Nice. Ooh, another vintage one. Another hollow, but from 2019. Cool. Beautiful. And last couple of them are all vintage. Awesome. Didn't get any hollows from the vintage ones, but another nice stack of vintage cards right here. Okay, last stack over here. Let's see what this thing is all about. Will we get lucky? Something super rare maybe? Nope. Ooh, hollow. Newer. Ooh, another hollow. It's so nice and shiny, but much newer stuff. Okay, this is new stuff. Cool. Another finally vintage ones coming up. There you go. Couple of energy cards. New stuff. So this is what you would get for $150. Was it worth it? I think it's worth the experience and the video, because I know I'll make my money back and Kitten will be happy to get some of the Pokemon cards. She used to have a big collection, so I'm trying to build it back up a little bit. This is kind of disappointing. Most of these ones are much newer ones. Okay, there you go. There's some vintage ones. There's a lot of them, so that's why I kind of have to go fast, because that video will be a couple hours. Hello. What year is this? 2019, much newer one. 95, 2000, cool. Another Hala, 2015. This is awesome. Okay, there you go. And then there's some vintage ones. Beautiful. Boom. Okay, I just went through them and we have 4 first edition cards. That's what you want to look for. You see that first edition right here, and I was looking for shutterless, and there you go. I see one sold for $6, so that's pretty awesome. There's another one $5. This one is about $6 too. Let's look up this too. So only sold for a couple of bucks, this one. So even though it's a first edition, doesn't mean it's going to be super rare. And this one sells for about $2.50 each. Okay, and this is what you expect to pull from a mystery box of Pokemon cards. So not too bad. This is a bigger stock of newer ones. Let's say this is pretty much half right here. This is how much extra stuff you get over newer cards. So that's cool. Then you get the good stock of vintage ones. Let's see how many cards there is. One. So we got here 93 vintage cards over here, and we paid $150 for them. And of course we got a couple of hollers. I'm pretty sure Ketan will be super excited about it. By the way, guys, don't judge me too much. Again, I'm doing this video so I can get some cards for Ketan. I'm not the biggest expert about Pokemon cards, but guess what? Now you know what you will get from a $150 mystery box from eBay.